Deep connection. We meet different people in the course of our journey in life and relate with them on different bases. While some will only be a part of our life for some time, there are those with whom we form bonds that last a lifetime. And this kind of bond is very rare. A soulmate is someone with whom you share a very strong bond that borders on the realm of the spiritual. It is like you are tied in ways that you cannot explain. You can instinctively tell what is going on in their minds without having them speak, and you can feel what they are feeling. One way you know someone is your soulmate is that you do not feel this way with every other person, not even close friends or family members. And they will feel the same way about you. It could be someone you have known for a long time, and it could be someone you have just recently met. You know that feeling when you are with someone and you feel like you have known each other for like forever? Yes, that is what it feels like when you are with your soulmate. You connect with them instantly and instinctively. You may not even be able to identify what it is that draws you to them, or what you like about them. The connection is just there, and it is usually deep than most relationships or flings that you have had in the past. There is a school of thought that says that you will know when you meet the one for you. It is something like that when you meet or are with your soulmate. For some people, they usually do not know how deep the connection they share goes until they are separated for a while. Then, they discover that they cannot move on or function optimally without the person. One way or the other, that person would always be on their minds and in their thoughts. And in some cases, soulmates just keep running into each other no matter how many times they are separated or the circumstances that try to keep them apart. So, think of that person with whom you share a very strong bond and who always seem to be there no matter where you go. You might think it is just a coincidence, and you are most likely looking at your soulmate. Acceptance and understanding. People struggle to find acceptance in a world that has been set with standards and rules that are almost impossible to live by. And so, rather than have people act genuinely and stay true to themselves, we have a blend of people trying to conform to the norm while struggling with the stress of trying to be what they are not. Yet, it is possible to find that one person that truly understands you and accepts you just the way you are. You do not have to wear a mask around them. You do not have to put on your makeup. You do not have to fit into what every other person thinks is normal, and still, they will love you just the way you are. Most times, the thing is that they are usually like you, and so can understand what makes you tick. They know why you do what you do, and why you are the way you are. With them, you feel very comfortable and can put down your guard. It becomes very easy for you to express your thoughts and feelings without fear of being judged or looked down on. Almost everyone has things or sides to them that they are unwilling to show the rest of the world because it either makes them vulnerable or they are scared of being rejected. Your soulmate will know these things and still love and accept you. Most times, when we meet someone we like and want to be in a relationship with, we tend to err on the side of caution and would only put our best foot forward. We show the best sides of ourselves and try to impress that person. And most times, we assume that we have found our soulmates based on their reaction to us. However, what happens when you let down your guard and let them see the not-so-perfect side of you? Do they look down on you as a result? Do they still feel the same way they felt in the beginning? Yes. That is the test to know if someone is your soulmate or not. Your soulmate would not expect you to be perfect, and they are cool with your shortcomings. In fact, they expect you to be open around them, and this is something that unconsciously comes to play when you are with them. Without conscious effort or even meaning to, you will find yourself feeling so at home with them that you do not care to or bother covering up your flaws before them. They automatically become your best friend, and you understand each other better than anyone else out there. Your secret is safe with them. It does not have to be some magical figure out there who will come sweep you off your feet and ride off into the wilds on a fairy tale adventure. It could be a friend whom you have known for so long. As long as the person is totally accepting of you and understands you, you can tell that they are your soulmate. Similar goals and visions. One of the things that makes people bond is their shared interests in life. When the whole atmosphere of the in-love phase begins to fade and things are returning back to their normal tempo, the shared dreams and passions of couples usually keeps them together and gives them the chance to reignite and keep the spark of their love alive. Do you have similar dreams and visions? Do you connect in any way? Are you moving in the same direction? These are some important questions that you should ask and get answers to. If you check these boxes right, then you can begin to identify that person as your soulmate. It is not just about connecting. It is not just about the love you share. Your values and ideals, your dreams and aspirations also matter where your soulmate is concerned, because these are things that could end up breaking the bond. If you claim to share a connection but are moving in opposite directions, then it is safe to say that you have not found your soulmate, because the relationship will only end up in disaster sooner or later. You might have some issues to begin with, and there will be circumstances that might hinder you at first, but as long as you have a meeting point, you can then say that a person is your soulmate. Take a look at David and Jonathan, for example. Jonathan loved David so much, and their vision was simple. David would become king, while Jonathan would be the next in command. And this is one example that we should learn from, considering that Jonathan was the son of the then king, Saul, and apparent heir to the throne. Moreover, Saul was looking for means to get rid of David, but because of the kind of tie Jonathan had with David, he took David's side. That is something you should look out for in a soulmate, their readiness to be together. Your dreams, goals, and assignments are parameters that you could use in determining if someone is your soulmate or not. Compatibility. This is very important, as your soulmate should be someone with whom you can take on life's journey together. And how will you be able to do that if you're not compatible? Compatibility comes into play in the different areas of your life. Are you compatible spiritually, physically, or in the way you think? What are your views on finances? What about your general perspective to life? Being compatible means you are able to walk and work together. It means you have things in common and see things from the same perspective. Some people just blend in without meaning to. They find that they can work and flow together with minimal conflict and misunderstanding. Some groom themselves to be compatible by asking important questions and finding out things about you, so they can always meet you at ground level where you can relate better. Whether it is a conscious effort or something that happened naturally, you can identify your soulmate by how much you are compatible with them. You are at your best with them. Think of that one person whom, when you are together with, you feel you can take on the world, and that might be your soulmate. One thing about soulmates is that they have the ability to bring out the best in us and give us confidence to achieve things that we think impossible. Sometimes you want to take on a project and become discouraged. Even people around you might just encourage you to let it go because it looks like it is beyond your control. Your soulmate knows you better than others, and so knows your capabilities and areas of strength. Even in areas where you seem to be falling short, you can be sure that your soulmate will be there to fill in the gap. In other words, your soulmate will not just complement and complete you. They also make you better and help you reach your goals.